The Ace Bailey thing, I think, is melancholy. I think he's correct to want to fight what I believe gently is a racist system in the draft and the payout scale. Not many places in America operate like this and have the worker kind of profile like the NBA does. Like, don't cap how much money these young men can make. They're incredible. Give them as much money as they're worth, as we see the sale of the Lakers, $10 billion with a B. Pay Ace Bailey and let him choose where to play, because are we Americans or not? But then I'm like, if Ace Bailey was as good as John Elway, or if he looked like John Elway or Eli Manning, I mean, it would be, if he was as good as Dylan Harper, it would be a different conversation. But he had shown so many weaknesses at Rutgers that he didn't have that leverage quite anymore. But he's still committing to it, it seems. So on one hand, I find it to be a very morally sound play. On another hand, I'm like, be careful here because it could go wrong really fast.
I have mixed feelings about the Ace Bailey situation. On one hand, when we've learned more about his representative, his agent,
He's
and
an
the
interesting guy.
backstory, this was a guy
Interesting.
where there are serious crimes and allegations of crimes in his past, a long time ago, but attempted murder, weapons trafficking,
Yeah.
drugs. There's a lot of stuff there,
Yeah.
and there's a recent video of him in a car, just sort of like making
Living his
faces
life.
into the
Yeah.
camera, and you're like, this is the guy that is supposed to be,
Sharif Cooper's
shepherding
father.
this impressionable young man who is so valuable and worth so much money potentially to him and his family and organizations, and this is the guy who is supposed to be shielding him and protecting him and looking out for his best interest. I don't buy it. And at the same time, there's all these rumors, right, about he doesn't want to go to Utah, but he also said he's fine with going to Utah since then. There's rumors about why he quit on, or why he canceled having workouts with the Sixers, with other teams, and it's like this unreliable guy who's guiding him. There's issues here with him. I'm like, maybe not. We don't know. He may have picked a poor representative, but also the people who have the ears of NBA media are the institution, and they are absolutely incentivized to say that hiring someone like Sharif Cooper's dad is a terrible decision and imperils your entire career, and you should be with Clutch. You should be with the big sports agencies. Like,
Which
you
is
can't just go
ironic you
hire
mentioned Clutch, because
anybody.
Clutch was a disruptor once,
That's
and
what I
now
mean,
they're
right?
the establishment. Yeah.
It's like, you can't just go out there and hire some schmo. This is really complicated.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well,
Is
yeah,
it though?
I agree with you, but like, remember, we should learn the lessons of Triple B, right? Like, oh, the Ball family's trouble. Ends up they produced two incredible players. One who just got traded, still valuable after all those injuries. LaMelo Ball has been everything he promised to be, in a bad place in Charlotte. So like, and I don't want to be too data driven here if we talk about these points you mentioned as data points, because when you listen to Ace Bailey talk, intuition comes in, and I'm like, oh, he's one of those guys who prioritizes his needs, which is absolutely necessary to disrupt the system, and I think he should. But personally,